Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to play around with some lists and some classes today. So we're just going to start off by right clicking on the project. We're going to click add and we're going to click class. Now we're just going to do people, so our class name is going to be person. So a person can have name, they can have a age. Normally you do birth or date of birth, but we're just going to make it simple for this one. Height and weight. Alright, so that's how that goes. And then public person. And then this is going to be string. That's going to be int height in feet. That's going to be a double. That's going to be an int. Perfect. Alright. So string n for name, int a for age, double h for height, and int w for weight. Alright, so then we are going to make some internal variables up here. So oh, I did that in the wrong area. Alright, private string, and you always declare a private variable with an underscore. So private underscore name equals quote quote private underscore age equals 0. Oh, private int age equals 0. Private double underscore height equals 0.0, and private int weight equals 0. All right, so we're going to return underscore name. Right, set. Oh, there we go. Person.name must declare body of the get. So we gotta do one on this too. Why is this causing such an issue? Let's see. Alright, so get return name, set, underscore name equals value. Oh, we need another bracket. Alright, there we go. And then we'll do the same with these ones. Get, set, get. This is where autocomplete comes in very handy. Now let's do weight. Of course, wait's not going to work for me for some reason. Return underscore wait. And then, oh, it's not underscore, that's why. Underscore wait. Set. There we go. All right. Now that that's all set up, we're going to say this dot wait, or I guess we should start from the start. This dot name equals n. This dot age equals a. This dot height equals h, and this dot weight equals w. All right, so I'm going to explain what I did here. So basically, there's things called setters and getters. So when you want to get the name variable or the name property from a person, it's going to do whatever's inside these brackets. So it's going to return the value underscore name. So when you want to, on the client side, call or mention a property, you're going to mention it by this name here, just name. When you're mentioning it behind the scenes, like where we are right now in the code, you're going to mention it underscore name. So when you set it, you're going to set it to the value. And this is the constructor. So whenever someone wants to create a person, they need to pass the name, the age, the height, and the weight. And we're also going to make another class right here, or another few methods to help explain, and it'll just make sense as soon as we get it done. So just 1 second. So public person. So we're going to return a person with this class. Get tallest person. Oh, that's actually not going to work. So we can override the toString though. Public override toString. So because there's already a toString method, we have to override it. And so we're going to override it with this. Yeah, so it wants me to return something. So return and quote quote, and we will say name semicolon. Actually, I'll do it this way and we'll see if this works. Name. Here we go. Underscore name. Nice. All right. Backslash n. Age. And then underscore age. Backslash n. And then height. Underscore height. And backslash n. Weight. Underscore weight. All right, so now whenever you call the toString method, you say print out a person, it's going to print them out like this. And it's going to be the overridden method it's going to call instead of the generic method. And that should be good for the person class. So now we can head back to, this is from a different project. We can head back to here and make a list of person. Oh, and yeah, I'll name them people equals new list of person. Not sure why there's errors. Probably have to import something. Yep, so we have to say using playing with lists. so we can get the have access to the person class. And so now we're going to add some people. So we're going to say for int I equals 0, I less than less than 2. We're just going to make 2 people, so it's not, doesn't take too long every time. And then we're going to say CW name string name equals colon int age equals 0, double height equals 0.0, int weight equals 0. All right, so now we will set these variables in here. So we'll say name equals console dot read line, and now we'll get the age as well. Actually, we might just copy this, it might be a bit quicker. So we paste that, paste that, paste that. This is going to be weight. This is going to be height. And this is going to be age. And dot 2. And yeah, so we're going to have to convert it. So the way we're going to convert is we're going to say convert dot to int 16, and then we're going to put the user's input inside of there like that. And we're going to copy this for the other integer one, which would be weight. So we'll paste that in there. And then this one's going to be similar, but it's going to be dot to double, just like that. So now we're getting all the user's input, and we are going to say people dot add, and we're going to say new person, and we're going to pass in the name, the age, the height, and the weight. And we're going to put a semicolon, and we're going to see what this says, possibly null reference. Yeah, no, that's fine. Interesting. Yeah, that should be fine. And now we can, after this, we can make a method. So actually, we'll make one up here. So public void still a test one here. All right, so it's going to be void, and it's going to be called print persons. All right, and then we're going to say okay, so it wants this above here. All right, so So we're going to say for each. We're also going to have to pass a list here of people or persons. So we're going to say for each person, and we're just going to say PER and P, that's the past list name. And then we're going to say CW, and we're going to say P dot to string. And so now it's going to output P dot to string. If you guys remember, we made our own override here for toString in our own class, and so it should print it out like that. We're actually, I forgot something here. We're going to put another two new line characters on there so it doesn't clog up the output feed here. And now we're going to call print persons, and I think we should leave the demonstration here after we get this done. So we have to pass something, so we're going to pass people, and that works. And let's try this out. And like usual, it takes a second to load. Not sure why it made that disappear. I'll make it a bit bigger for you guys. All right, so name Jessica, age 29, height 5'9", and weight 150. And for the new person, we're gonna have Joe. He's gonna be 33. He's gonna be 6'1". He's gonna be 220. And now I'm gonna make this full screen so this doesn't blind you guys. Interesting. So because we use the toString method, it's actually just printing out what the type of what we're outputting is. So we're outputting a type of person, and that's the namespace for it, playing with lists, and it's a generic list as well. So we're going to try this again, and we're going to change this to just output P. If I can get this to work, here we go. So now if we output P, it should work correctly. All right, now let's make this big again. We're going to try this again. Jessica, 29, 5'9", and 150. And then we're choosing Joe at 33. He is 6'1", and he weighs 220. And it's still not working. Interesting. Let's try to debug this real quick here. So console.writeLine P. P is not null here. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I'm outputting the wrong thing. My bad, guys. So output, if I just do this, it should work. So I was outputting the list. I was like, why isn't this working? We need to put PER, because the PER is the person in the list. We were just outputting the list. All right, let's try this again. One more time. Third time's a charm. All right, maximize this. All right, so we're going with Jessica again. We are going 29. We're going 5'9", and we are going 150. We are going Joe at 33 and at 6'1" and 220. There we go. Okay, so you can see it now, opening what we wanted. And once again, if you're following along with my debugging process there, we came up to where it was printing out. We said, okay, well, what are we outputting? And I was actually outputting the list instead of the person, which we're going through each person. So it was outputting the list twice, but it was only outputting what type of list it was because we were calling its toString method. And you can't just output a string like that anyways, which is why I kept outputting the same thing every time. And so we came up here and we determined that it needs to be the person, not the list. So I feel like that's a good little video on how to use classes and how to, what else are we doing here? How to override your toString method, how to use your constructors, setter getters we learned about as well, private global variables. Yeah, so it was a pretty good video. And then we also learned about how to output using for each, methods, using statements, lists, and that, creating new people, creating new objects, and calling methods. So I guess that was a pretty good video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video. If you guys have any suggestions or any type of feedback really, then just type it in the comments section. And if you guys have any particular ideas for future videos that I can make, feel free to drop them in the comments section as well, and I will see you guys in the next video.